do some shoulder rehab work with the rollers and the trigger point ball. So I've got my roller. I also have this fancy ball. If you don't have this fancy ball, it's totally fine. Any points where I use it, you can absolutely just take a lacrosse ball or something like that, a tennis ball, and use that. The whole point is just to have something smaller that you can work like up against the wall and that kind of stuff. So when we have sore spots like shoulders get a ton of use. It's very common for them to get sore and ouchy. We're also gonna mobilize and bring blood flow all the way up and around them, not just to them. So starting with the neck, I'm gonna just come down on the roller. I'm gonna move my head side to side. I put my hair back into a ponytail because one thing I've learned is that you can really pull your hair really hard with the foam roller. And it is not fun. So put your hair in a bun. If you have a hood, tuck it in because that crap will get you. Now come down a little bit. This feels so good, you guys. Down the back of the neck, back of the head, even work it up into my traps a little bit. And so speaking of traps, what we're gonna do, you have to angle your body in some weird ways, right, with the roller. So first just kind of roll your traps along the roller. I'm holding it with my hand. Feel those tight spots. We'll use the ball primarily for those. And then go the other way. Just breathe. Sorry if you hear a big old truck leaving. All right, and then we're gonna take our arm and we are just literally going to put our shoulder on. Now be careful before you just bear all of your weight down. So we're gonna put the deltoid on the roller, we're gonna roll. Try to make this hand relax, just breathe. So I'm helping the roller along with my hand so that I'm not bearing down. Whew. So we're moving up and down. You might feel a little crackling, it's okay, just don't hit the bone. Bones don't need to be rolled, right? So I'm rolling. My legs are kind of helping me here so that I'm putting weight onto my shoulder, but not all of my weight onto my shoulder. Breathe. Definitely feel that. Okay, then we're gonna change position. So we're still putting our shoulder, we have this big old muscle, right? The back of the arm, that's a shoulder muscle as well, in France stenopitis. And we're just gonna roll right here. So I'm gonna kind of get up a little bit. So I've got my arm rotated up and you're gonna hit, this is a huge trigger point. So you're probably gonna feel something here. Roll around. So I'm under my shoulder bone, the scap right now. So don't roll onto your scap. I'm hitting right in here, this area right here, okay? The best way to foam roll is just to put what's hurting on there and roll around, but just be mindful, right? So I'm rolling, put your head down if you want. Oh, there's that trigger point. When you find really tough spots, you guys, just breathe and hold them. And then roll for a few seconds, spinning time. And then we're gonna go right into the other side with the delt. So just breathe. And then you're gonna switch. Oh my goodness. You'll feel a little bit of relief probably right away just from bringing blood flow and attention to a sore spot. So put the shoulder on the ground, on the roller, excuse me, and roll it out. Getting that as much as you can. So this again, this is kind of individual, what you can take, but put your shoulder on the ground and on the ball and on the roller and just roll. When you find those tight spots, breathe. Don't create new tension in your face and in your body by freaking out when you foam roll. Hold that trigger point. Relax into it as much as you can and then roll it out. Just like you would a massage. Okay. Let's put the back here. It's gonna look like my back, but I'm angled. Okay, so it's my shoulder. And then, I mean, you can come up if you like. This is kind of what you can take. I've noticed it's not quite as painful if I put my body down and more like roll through my upper body. Move it, kind of make the roller do what I want. Oh, guys. Hand goes up. You can even play with twisting it up and down. Might not look like I'm doing anything, but hot dang. I feel things. I feel things. And then going down almost into your lat if you want as well to kind of find that push point. And then I'm able to actually prop up and hit my shoulder as well. When you feel the pain points, hold it, hold it. Now, traps are really hard to foam roll, so we're gonna hit that on the wall, okay? But while we're here, we're gonna get our lats as well. So kind of roll down. Again, we wanna also bring blood flow to all the areas around where it's sore. So I'm rolling through my big back muscles right now. Letting them come to life. Doing as much as I can stand. A couple more breaths. Switch. You guys kind of see what I'm doing on the back side here. Again, you can also take your hand like this. It's kind of, you'll notice on each side you have different things you're able to do. And you might be able to have more mobility and more pressure on one side than the other. Just breathe through it. If you need to take breaks, stop and take them. Up into my shoulder a little bit, and back through the lat. I'm going to roll my whole upper back and spine right now while I'm here. Come up and just roll it out. And you might find, so see this position I'm in, I can hit my traps a little bit by coming up here, but we don't want to go too much on the neck. So just do what feels good. Stick with your upper back if you're not able to hit the traps. And then come down, come up, come down. Inhale. Whoo, whoo, whoo. So good. Okay, now this is where it gets real. Take your ball, any kind of ball will do. Take a breath. We're gonna hit the front of the shoulder as well. And the chest, okay? Everything's connected. Don't get all snotty with me right now. So put the ball. This is where you may cry just a little. So just come down. You can either just hold right here with the ball. Reach your hand out, breathe. Just hold on. If you're willing, you can lift up and put some weight on it. This is good for me. And then I'm just gonna roll through my chest. Side to side. When I feel the tight pockets, I'm gonna hang out there. And I'm gonna switch. If you have a sore spot, put it right freaking there and then just relax. I've got my other arm out as well. I'm gonna move a little side to side. So you can use the ball to hit the delts as well. Isolate them a little more. You can roll around here. See this movement right here. Side to side, front to back now with my arm. And you're gonna feel this whoo, all through them shoulders and the chest, and then switch. That felt really good, so I'm gonna do that on the other side. Try to keep your chin tucked and your face calm. Like you're right. Okay. At this point, I'm gonna come up with the ball. You can use the roller as well. Now you're gonna use the wall to hit your traps. So traps we're talking about up here. You're not gonna be able to see too much what I'm doing, but I'm gonna put the ball on the wall and I'm gonna hit up. You'll know where they are, crew, because they're sore, right? And then I'm gonna kind of just, I'm gonna cry, just kidding. I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna start up at the top. So I'm almost, you can see the ball peeking out. I'm rolling back and forth. Put your hand on it if it keeps moving. And give yourself some leverage. Take your knees wide, take your feet wide, and roll around on your trap. This is incredibly painful right now. My face is calm. My insides are screaming with pain. Blood flow is coming. Healing is coming. That's what I'm telling myself. Okay, and then roll into the other side. Oh, golly gee. Would it be uncool to swear in videos for my clients? About to. So I'm all up right by my neck. The traps are super high. Neck and shoulder musculature here. Hitting it hard, girls. I'm gonna hold actually. I'm gonna hold and lean. I'm just gonna do it. I'm already here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go a little bit lower. So I'm gonna go back to the other side. It's all hot and bothered right now. And that, it's big muscle right here. Okay, that's what I'm targeting. Huge muscle under the shoulder. I'm gonna go side to side. I'm gonna go up and down to hit it. I'm gonna go around if you can. That's what's so great about the ball. You can move all these different directions. Kids would be dying if they could see me right now. Whoop! Things slip, it's all right. Just apply as much of your own pressure as you can. And then I'm gonna roll it across. Hitting the lower shoulder here now. Try in a circle. Try in side to side. is not glam time, yo. Shoulders can be hard to hit. You have to work at it. You have to find what works for you. I find the ball to be the most effective, and then rolling the sides of the shoulder on the roller like we did, the deltoids. So you can also do that on the wall. So taking the ball and rolling up and down and all around, up and down and all the way around. You can also hit it to the biceps as well. Gotta remember, we're all connected. Switching. Oh my goodness, it feels a lot better. I'm gonna go back to my traps though. So what you would do now, we went through all the spots, and if you noticed, okay, one place is way, way tighter than the other, you're gonna go back and you're gonna spend more time. For me, that's my traps, particularly this side. I have these big old knots from high pull. So I'm gonna stay here, relaxing my face. You can even drive it up. My hands are doing all kinds of weird things, sorry. You can drive it up and down. Find the pressure, find the pain, spend time. Your body will absolutely thank you. So you're like, what if I don't have a ball? Hold on. You can take the roller and you can use it the same way as I just used this to do your traps. Keep rolling, keep breathing. Keep it cool, keep it cool. You're like, but I want to scream. So you can use the roller the same way. It's just a little wonkier. That's okay though. Okay, you put the roller against the wall. And you're gonna find your little traps and you're gonna roll them out. Use your arm. Feel like Baloo, in the Jungle Book when he's rubbing himself against the tree. I'm Baloo right now. Hopefully you guys find this helpful. Spend the time, take the time. Don't neglect the back and the lats and the spine and the neck and all that stuff all around. Make sure that you hit everything. Give your body the love it deserves, the rolling it deserves.